Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. In this training video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can tie in two sets of predicate patterns with two movements of the eyes. So remember, in the previous video, we talked about the lead representational system. The lead representational system is where the client moves their eyes to access information. And when you have enough sensory acuity to identify those eye patterns, you can then tie in the appropriate predicates. So imagine you're having a conversation with me and I've looked up and to my left. I'm accessing information visually. And then I look down and to my right and I'm accessing my feelings. What you could say to me is, Daniel, as you remember what that picture looks like, how does it make you feel? And this is very persuasive. This communication goes straight to the unconscious mind because the unconscious mind was accessing information visually. And then there was a certain feeling. And so when you talk to your client in the way that their eyes move, this is powerful. So let's do it again. You could say, Daniel, as you see that picture in your mind, how does it make you feel? And that is pacing their experience. They've accessed information visually. They've accessed information kinesthetically. And then your question is, how does that picture make you feel? And you'll get a phenomenal response. Now, you can do this in any order and sequence. It's most persuasive when you follow the eye pattern. So, for example, if the client looks up into their left and then they look down and to their left, they've accessed visual recall or visual remember, and then they've accessed auditory digital. So you could say to them something like this, Daniel, as you remember that picture, what are you thinking about now? And they'll go, wow, this person knew I was making a picture. This is what the unconscious mind says. That person knows I was making a picture. And then I start to think about something. You could do that. If somebody was looking at you and they accessed their kinesthetics and then they went up to visual remember, you'd say, as you remember that feeling, what picture comes to your mind? As you remember that feeling, what picture comes to your mind? And your communication will be on point and you'll be one of the master communicators in your field. If somebody's talking with you and they look over and to their right, and then they look down and to their right, you could say, as you imagine those sounds, what does it feel like? Remember, imagine is construct also. So as you imagine those sounds, because we're talking about auditory construct, how does it make you feel? And then you'll get a great response. So I want you to go out and practice this immediately and get the feedback. The feedback is the location of their eyes, and then you utilize that information and you tie it together with the appropriate predicates. As you do that, you'll become very persuasive and very influential. Go ahead now, practice this skill, and I'll see you on the next video.